everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to a lovely midnight aurora and another episode of the Terraria Let's Play. Last episode I mentioned how I'd very much like to set up a gem tree farm and also to take down, or more to the point, survive against the Torch God, so those are going to be the main focuses for today's episode. So how's about we start off with the Torch God? All we need is 100 torches placed down very, very close to each other, and, well, that's it. Literally, that is it. So, let's go ahead and make ourselves a whole bunch of torches, and we'll get this thing underway real quick, like. And while I prepare here, it gives me an opportunity to say a massive thank you, as always, for all of your lovely support throughout this series so far, my friends. I very, very much do appreciate it. Okay, now I know I've not taken down the Torch God enough times. I had to check the wiki to find out exactly how you summon in the Torch God event. Turns out you can't do it at the surface. It has to be at the underground layer or below. And then the torches can be no further than 20 blocks away from your player. So what that means for us is just place down, I don't know, maybe 4 rows of 25 torches, and then maybe just a platform above so I can try and dodge all the little Torch God projectiles. The thing that I want to try and do, though, is I want to try to find myself an area that hasn't been lit up, because otherwise there's going to be a whole bunch of other torches getting in on the action, and we don't really want that to be happening. Maybe this mushroom biome. This mushroom biome seems like the perfect, ideal location to survive against the Torch God. Honestly, I think my only concern is the fact that I don't really have the ability to dash because I don't have Shield of Cthulhu. With that said, though, my mount does have the ability to dash. Huh. Maybe I should be riding my mount when I try to initiate this event. This might just be the very, very first time ever that I have tried to go for the Torch God pre-boss. I've not tried to take down any bosses whatsoever just yet, my friends. So yeah, this could be a Terraria first you're about to see here. Alrighty, real quick, I think possibly the only buffs I'm gonna want for this are Shine, so I can see what I'm doing, only I'm pretty sure a Darkness effect is applied to you when the Torch God event is in effect. Swiftness Potion, probably going to be quite useful. Iron Skin, yeah, you know, pretty typical stuff, really. And a little bit of life regen. And I tell you what, let's also go for some further regen, even still. Alrighty, buffing up. There's our little shine effect. All we need to do is get the remainder of these torches placed down. They shouldn't, magic word, shouldn't be shooting from anywhere else. I don't think. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this thing. Is that enough? Is that 100? I'm pretty sure it is. Unless it's actually 101 torches. Maybe the 101st torch sort of sets the event off. Boom. There we are. Right. Torch God. Ah, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. It's shooting from other locations as well. Ugh. Okay. Python, you're doing a really bad job here, buddy. Okay, though. Not doing too bad. Oh, no, he says as he gets struck immediately after saying that. I've just realised there's brand new music for the Torch God. Dude, I'm loving it. I genuinely did not know that there was new music in 1.4.5 for the Torch God. That's fantastic. Well, there we are. For the first time possibly ever for me, I've taken down the Torch God. Well, survived against the Torch God. Pre-boss. That is not something I can say I've done before. At least not to my memory, anyway. Then again, my memory's terrible. In which case, do please correct me if I'm wrong. So, we're back at base. I've gotten rid of the torch gotta read it because, I mean, you do it once and you never ever have to do it again, right? So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Also cool is this. The torch god's favor, there it is, unlocks an ability toggle to the left of the inventory. And when enabled, normal torches change according to your biome. And that should help boost our luck a little bit, therefore, right? Boom. There we are. We got it. Biome torch swap on. Nice. So, when I go ahead and bring out my regular torches, it auto-converts them to ice torches here. Nice. At what point would they convert into jungle torches, though? Because here we are. In the jungle. Okay, so it's converted right there. Yeah, this is a bit skew-if, isn't it? We've got ice and jungle happening in the same area. It's a bit strange, isn't it? But, oh well. So, with the torch god taken down, I guess we could turn our attention now to trying to figure out where the heck we're going to make a gem farm. Ooh, that is a big question, isn't it? Where, oh where, do we make it? Do you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we should make like a farming district. And I think it should belong at World Spawn. Anyone else think that that would be a good idea? Now, what I'm thinking in terms of a farming district is literally anything and everything. A regular tree farm with all the different types of trees you could get in this game. That could fill up sort of the surface area here. Maybe in the dead center of the spawn can be a big old greenhouse for potion ingredients growing. And then underground, underneath the farming district, can be the gem tree farm. And then, of course, as time goes on, if we come up with any other farm ideas, then this would be the place to do it. Dude, I actually really like that idea. I think that's a fantastic idea, actually. Ha! Alright, let's check out our gemcorn supply. The only type of gemcorn we do not have is ruby, but thankfully, I do have rubies right there. So, we can go ahead and make ourselves a whole freaking bunch of them. And there we are, all 7 gemcorn types you can get. I do want to go ahead and boost up the supplies of some of the gemcorns. Only, you know, we've only got 1 amber and then 2 topaz. So, grab up the topaz, grab up the amber, and we'll boost those numbers just by a little bit here. See, this is where me holding off on boss progression is actually starting to go against me. Only if I had taken down the Eye of Cthulhu, I would have access to the Dryad. And having access to the Dryad means having access to planter boxes and the ability to just flat out purchase acorns. Oh, there is a small part of me that wants this episode to actually be like a mini boss rush. Except not really a boss rush so much as we just get to a point where I'm happy to continue building and, more to the point, be able to build without too many headaches and barricades stopping us, you know? Do you know what? I think I am done deliberating over whether or not I want to do this thing. I do want to do this thing, so I'm going to do this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Eye of Cthulhu in legendary mode. We have 2 minutes to do this thing. 6,000 health is the amount we need to take down. Will we be able to do it? Oh, only time will tell, eh, my friends? Right, 5,400 health. If I'm being honest, I think the Thorns effect is going to be the thing that comes into effect more so than ever. Only it does do a crazy amount of damage, doesn't it? It really, really does. Alright, we're going to make sure we are avoiding the servants of Cthulhu. And so far we're doing kind of alright. Oh, good lord, I forgot about that. Ha ha! Yeah, sneaky son of a gun. Oh, wow, you are really close to me there. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. 3,500. Jeez. Getting a little bit nuts here. The boomstick, though, is definitely coming into effect. 2,500 health. Oh, my God. He's doing spinny spins again. What is happening? Oh, okay. Lots going on here. 2,000 health to take down in 60 seconds. Oh, that's what he's doing. Oh. Okay. So, what? After every time he does this crazy dashy thing? Yep. After every time he does this crazy dashy thing, that is when this guy summons a whole bunch more eyeballs. Oh, dear. Okay, 1,200. Even more eyeballs! You want any more eyeballs with your eyeballs there, my friends? I know I want more eyeballs in my life. So many. Oh, my God! Oh. That's a lot of eyeballs. Oh, man. Okay, little bit of a heal. Love to see it. The eyeballs are going absolutely berserk now. I think I'm just going to have to, I don't know, 20 seconds here? Oh, man. This is getting a little bit nuts. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 72 health. Yeah! Oh, my God. Literally a few seconds of night remaining there, folks. Oh, man. I'll be honest with you. I genuinely was not expecting to first time that. But there we are. Legendary mode, Eye of Cthulhu, taken down. And, well, you saw it there within the boss battle. There were definitely a few things a bit skew-whiff about that Eye of Cthulhu, wasn't there? For example, when they changed phase from first phase to second phase, the little spinny thing actually rebound bullets and projectiles back towards us. And then, after each time the Eye of Cthulhu did its berserk dashing phase, it decided to summon in more and more eyeballs, to the point where towards the end of that fight, there was like 50 eyeballs following me at any one time. So yeah, there you go. That is the legendary mode Eye of Cthulhu. We did that literally with a few seconds to spare. I'm staggered. I really, really am. But there we are. First time. We've done it. Let's open this bad boy up. And there we are. We now have the ability to dash ourselves. I must admit, I do find it kind of amusing that we skipped straight past King Slime to take down the Eye of Cthulhu. With that said, though, I do still want to take down King Slime. But that is about as far as I'm going to go in terms of boss progression for now. I wanted to take down the Eye of Cthulhu purely so I could have the Dryad spawn in. Well, eventually spawn in anyway. Only, you know, we don't have any more NPC houses, do we? Might it be time for us to just make ourselves a bunch of crappy box houses just so we can buff up the amount of NPCs we have in this world? Potentially. For now, though, let's get ourselves a crown made. It's a platinum crown. Yep, there we are. Then all I need to do is head my way over to an altar. Alrighty, so in terms of a King Slime arena, I think literally just a couple of platforms placed down with some buff stations nearby will do the job very, very nicely. Even here in Legendary mode. So, yeah, I'm deciding to make a little bit of a temporary arena here at the jungle. More so the sort of top area of the jungle where it's, you know, super, super flat. So, yeah, let's get this thing set up and let's see what we can do about King Slime. Ooh, a herb slime. Can't say I've seen that before, but I'll absolutely take it. 5 moon glow. I wonder if there's a way of making some of these new specialty slimes spawn in more often. Only if we can make it to where we can get ourselves herb slimes spawn in far more often, then we might not even need ourselves a potion ingredients growing area, right? So if we're going for King Slime, I think what might be a good idea is if we upgrade our ranged situation. If I was to pop into here, make myself a bunch of Demonite bars with the Demonite we got from the Eye of Cthulhu, then we grab ourselves an anvil, get that thing plopped down. I'm thinking we make ourselves the Demon Bow. Only it has 14 ranged damage, and we got a bad one. That's terrible. All right, I'll take a box standard one, though. That's kind of all right in my books. I guess we could go ahead and uncraft this one at some point, right? So for now, I think I'm just going to put that in there. And yeah, 14 ranged damage. If we combine that with, I don't know, maybe some Jester's arrows, maybe unholy arrows. Actually, that's a good question. Which out of these two would you think would do a better job against King Slime? I don't think there's much in it, if I'm being honest. The Jester's arrows, they become less effective the more targets they hit, but they pierce infinitely, right? But on the opposite side, I don't think the unholy arrows do have a drop-off, but they only pierce a certain amount. But then again, 12 range damage. I don't know, man. Unholy arrows could be the way to go, but I don't think I'm able to make very many of them, is my biggest sort of gripe right now. Where's my generic chest? There it is. Yeah, worm teeth. Only 5. Yikes. Okay, I think it's going to have to be Jester's arrows, simply because I can make more of them. Hang on a minute. I've just realized I'm being an enormous doofus brain, aren't I? Why don't I just go to the shimmer right now and then just uncraft and recraft the bow over and over until I get myself a little bit of, oh, I don't know, a little bit of unreal, perhaps? So actually, when it comes down to it, I didn't need to make 2 demon bows at all. I'm just being a big old doofus brain again. Hey, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness me, that took a while, though. Right, let's get ourselves back on track, shall we? Wait, where's my demon bow gone? Oh, it got stacked away because, yeah. Right, 16 damage, 9% crit chance, and if we were to combine that with a whole bunch of Jester's arrows, I think we've basically got ourselves a guaranteed victory on our hands. What the hell? Consumable Torch God's flavor. Nearby torches will be converted to match the biome. So there's a non-permanent version of the Torch God converter thingy-badoohickey that you normally get from the Torch God itself. Wow, I didn't know that. Is that a 1.4.5 thing? In which case, that's kind of cool. All right, 996 Jester's arrows. I'm hoping that'll be enough for not only King Slime here, but eventually the Eater of Worlds as well. Just a couple of finishing touches for my arena. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some banners so we don't get inundated by jungle-related dudes. Jungle Slime, Jungle Bat. It's a shame we don't have any man-eater banners just yet. But well, it's all good. I'm going to go and place these things in pretty much the dead center of this arena. So let's say about here. Yeah, that's right, Jungle Slimes. Try and do damage to me now, you sons of guns. And a couple of grass blocks placed down. And upon them, a sunflower for a little bit of additional movement speed. If we're going to the lengths of putting down banners, what's the one mob that King Slime spawns in plentiful amounts against you? Blue slimes. We should probably get ourselves one of these bad boys placed down at the arena as well. And then, yeah, that'll be just about it, I guess. So then, with all preparations done, let's get down to our nice, easily accessible demon altar. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are. The slime crown. I'm hoping I'll only need one of them. Oh no, hang on a minute. No. If I want to get the full set of ninja armor, which, by the way, I probably should, because it's quite a good early set of armor. Yeah, maybe I should have made a couple. There we go. 2 and 3. I can't believe we took down the Eye of Cthulhu, by the way, with only snow armor. I mean, we do have a Moonlord legs here as well for increased mobility, but still, mostly snow armor. That's kind of gnarly. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boom and boom. Where's my bow? Oh, no. No, 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 no. My bow has been stacked away. No. What have I done? Why did that stack away? I hate you so much. Ah! I really do actually need to uncraft the other bow because, yeah, that's going to cause problems. Big problems. Anyway, here we go. Big chunky boy trying to roll up on us here. Yeah. Nice, easy, side to side. Love to see it. And here we are. This is where the Jester's arrows come into play. Oh my goodness me, this guy really does like teleporting around, eh? Small hop, then big hop, and probably another teleport, right? Yep, there we are. Okay. I mean, so far, so good. This is insultingly easy for legendary mode. I wonder if we could do this without even getting hit. That would be quite something, eh, my friends? Like, really, it would be. Okay, right, let me just get rid of the trash here real quick. There's a big little hop. A big little hob. Yeah, that sentence doesn't make sense. But anyway, since when does anything I say ever make sense? Well, unfortunately, we're not going to do this without being hit. But we are going to be able to do this first time. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness me. This guy's getting real fast. Oh, my word. It's Usain Bolt, the King Slime. Get out of here, Matt. Go on. Scram, you son of a gun. I'm still sad that the other attempt was squandered by the fact that my demon bow got stacked away. Maybe I should have favorited it on my hotbar. Then that wouldn't have happened, eh? Anyway, here we go. Ninja hood and ninja pants. All we're looking for now is the ninja chestplate, right? And here we are, my friends. Another easy victory against King Slime. And, yeah, there we are. All done and dusted. Right. The big question is, are we going to get what we're looking for? Hey, I just realized we've got ourselves our first trophy. Nice. All right. I like that. All right. From this treasure bag, I'm hoping for the chest plate. And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, only 2 King Slimes needed this time for the full set of ninja armor. We are about to go from 24 defense up to 24 defense. It stays the same, actually, but we do have ourselves the bonus crit chance and bonus movement speed going for us. So, that's not bad going, if you ask me. Oh, no. We lose the mobility of the Moon Lord legs, though. Oh, dude, I'm gonna miss that. But then again, all we need to do is do some fishing and get ourselves a balloon puffer fish, and therefore we'll be able to jump a little bit higher. I would say, let's go for some Sky Islands, but I'm pretty sure in Drunk World Seeds, the Sky Island chests are actually locked. So what do we think, my friends? Should we take a little bit of a break from the boss takedowns? I think we should. We're gonna go nice and chill-like here. We're gonna do ourselves a fishing quest. Oh, would you look at that? It's something I can get myself immediately. Caught in the jungle. Wait, what was it? The mudfish? Yeah, okay. Right. The only thing is I don't actually have a surface jungle fishing lake, but it didn't specifically specify surface. So, maybe this one down here will do the job? At least I hope it will. Wow, the second catch. Oh, gotta love it when the quest fish comes out real nice and quick. Like, all right, fuzzy carrot. Nice. So that is guaranteed when you have completed your 5th fishing quest in your world, right? So that's not too bad going. Needless to say, I did do another fishing quest sort of between episodes here. So that's why that's the 5th one and not the 4th one. But yeah. There we are. Unfortunately, my friends, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the gem tree farm in today's episode. Only I am actually having to pre-record this episode because this coming long weekend, or at the time of this video going out, actually this long weekend. Only it is Mother's Day weekend here in the UK, and I've got the parents coming up for the long weekend so we can spend it all together and have a nice meal out and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is a pre-recorded episode, but the next episode, which should go out on Monday, I'll be back sort of up to date in air quotes. So for now, we're going to wrap this one up here with the comment of the day after I do a little bit of potion harvesting. There we are. And today's comment of the day comes from Callum Billy, who says, speaking of future playthroughs, would you consider a new Calamity Let's Play when that is updated, of course? Apparently, there's a big new update in the works. I must admit, I haven't actually been keeping up to date with Calamity news or anything like that. I've had a lot going on, obviously with, you know, my job, which is now not my job, but now YouTube is my job. And yeah, I still haven't sort of caught up with everything in the gaming sphere. But yeah, it's one of those things where the best answer I can give you is maybe eventually. I've got enough on my plate for now. I've got this Let's Play. I've got a Vintage Story Let's Play starting on this GB channel when that new update comes out, which, judging by the fact it's in release candidate phase, I'd have to guess that it's not that far away from releasing. Now, for me personally, I have been wanting to get stuck back into Vintage Story for a long time, and the brand new 1.22 upcoming update seems like the perfect time to do so. But in terms terms of Calamity, absolutely. Eventually, I dare say I'll wind up with that modded itch that I need to scratch. And yeah, maybe then Calamity Let's Play will surface. Maybe another sort of idea I've had in the old noggin for a while. Maybe we eventually do a mega mod pack series in that we add literally every large content mod there is and we just go to town, taking down bosses on the daily or experiencing the new blocks the modded packs have to offer and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is the future is bright. Eventually, you'll probably see another modded Let's Play. Quite what it'll be, I don't know. But for now, I'm excited for Vintage Story when it comes, and I'm still excited for this series. When Monday comes, my friends, these episodes will be back to daily, so don't worry your faces. I haven't lost steam with the series or anything like that. Not at all, in fact. I've been really enjoying this one quite a lot. So yeah, next episode we'll hit the ground running with the gem tree farm. And who knows, maybe we'll get on with a potion ingredients growing area. Maybe a full-on greenhouse as well. For now, though, folks, that is going to wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you folks have enjoyed today's boss takedown episode of epicness. Not one boss, not two boss, but three bosses taken down. Well, one of them, I guess you could technically suggest we just survived against it rather than took it down. But I don't know. I'm just going to say we took down three bosses. I don't care. If you have enjoyed today's episode, drop a like if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my future content. But now then, my friends, have a great rest of your day.